This is Mrs. Thomas Moore again, and I'm back for some more math fun and learning. Today we're going to be talking about ordering sets of objects. Our lesson topic is going to be comparing and ordering objects in sets so that they are greatest to least or least to greatest. Now, we've talked about comparing in a previous lesson, so we're going to use that skill today to make sure that we can build on it, and so we're going to be now comparing and ordering. We're going to be using words like fewer. We're going to use words like more. We're going to use words like same. All of those words you've seen before because we talked about them when we were just comparing, but now we're going to add greatest and least and order. Because that's what we're doing today. We're comparing and ordering sets from greatest to least and least to greatest. So, of course, before we get started, what do we need to do? That's right, we've got to get our bodies all warmed up, get our brains all warmed up so that we're ready to learn more math. So today, what we're going to do is what I call raise the roof. Are you ready? So you got to put both hands up because look, that's counting by tens if we do that. So we're going to put both hands up and we're going to raise them above our heads and we're going to count by tens all the way to 100. Can you do it? I know you can. Are you ready? Let's get going. Here we go. Ready. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Good job, everybody. Good job. Now our brains are all warmed up and we are ready to go. Look at what we're going to do today. Our learning goal in complete is that we're going to compare up to 3 groups of objects and order those sets from least to greatest and greatest to least. Oh my goodness, that sounds like a lot, but I know you can do it. I know you can do it. So now, the materials that you're going to need are paper and pencil, but you're not going to need those till much later on in the lesson when you're doing your practice set. So now, let's look at comparing. Comparing and ordering. Remember the story of Goldilocks and the 3 bears? And Goldilocks came into the bear's house because they had to leave because what? Did you say their breakfast was too hot? That's right, their breakfast was too hot. So they thought they would take a little walk so that they could let their breakfast cool. But Goldilocks came in and she tried some of their porridge, right? So we have Papa Bear's porridge. Look at his bowl of porridge. We have Mama Bear's porridge. Can you see her bowl? And then we have Baby Bear's bowl of porridge. Now, which bowl did Goldilocks like the best? That's right, she liked the Baby Bears. So let's look when we put all 3 of their bowls of porridges together. Look at that, they're in order. Papa Bear's is the biggest, Mama Bear's is the smallest, and Mama Bear's is the next smallest, and then Baby Bear's is the tiniest. So they're in order from greatest to least because they're in order from the biggest to the smallest. Okay, now we just ordered the three bears breakfast bowls by size, but that's still ordering them. Today we're going to talk about ordering numbers sets in order. But let's try one more just to make sure we understand what we're doing. So let's see. I have, whose bed is that? That's right, it's Papa Bear's bed. I have Mama Bear's bed and Baby Bear's bed. Now, if I'm looking at their beds and I'm saying we have to put them in order this time from least or from smallest to biggest, which one would I put first? Oh, did I hear somebody shout Baby Bear? That's right. So we're going to put Baby Bear bed first. Then what would be next? That's right. It's going to be Mama Bear's bed. So now we have Baby Bear and Mama Bear. And then we have Papa Bear. So now we have our beds in order from least to greatest. From least to greatest, because they're going from the smallest to the biggest. All right, so now I want you to remember how we ordered those things for Goldilocks and the 3 bears, because we're going to apply that same understanding to number sets. Okay? So let's try some with numbers. So let's look at these numbers I have. I have 9, I have 3, and I have 5. Can you see those numbers? So now I have 9, 3, and 5. And I want to put those numbers in order from greatest to least, okay? So let's do this first. Let's put these numbers on our 10 frame. Can you see my 10 frame? I'm going to put the dots in for the numbers. Help me count so that I can make sure that I put the correct numbers in there. So I'm going to put 9 in my first 10 frame. Ready? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So now I have 9 dots in my first 10 frame. How many dots will I put in the second one? Shout it out. That's right, it's 3. 3. So help me count, put 3 in this one. 1, 2, 3. And what's the last number we have up here? That's right, we have 5. So we're going to put 5 in this 10 frame. So help me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now I have all of my 10 frames with their dots in them to match their numbers. So now if I'm trying to order these from greatest to least, which one would come first? I'm going to take the numbers down so we can just look at the 10 frames. So which one would come first? Who can tell me? Oh, did someone say 9? Okay, tell me, why would you say 9? Oh, did you say because it's the biggest number? Okay, what else could we say? Because it has the fewest blank spaces left? Okay. All of those are great ways to figure it out. So we're going to put our 9 back up here because 9 is going to be our greatest number so far. So then we have to compare 3 and 5. So we're looking at the 10 frame for 3 and 5. How can we tell which one is the greatest between 3 and 5? Because now we're just going to compare these two because we've already put the 9 up here. All right, I heard somebody say 5 because 5 has the next fewest amount of blank spaces. So I'm going to put 5 up here as my next number. And that only leaves us with our 3. So now our numbers are in order from greatest to least. 9, 5, 3. All right, are you ready to try another? Let's try another. Let's look at these numbers. We have 2, 6, 1. Think we should try a 10 frame for each one of those again? Let's try a 10 frame again. What did I do different with my 10 frames this time? That's right, I turned them up a different way. Does that matter? Does that change our numbers? No, because the arrangement of the numbers, like we said before, doesn't matter. It's when we count them, how many there are. So let's put in our numbers, put in our dots for our numbers. What's the first number? Shout it out again. Yes, 2. So how many dots do we put in the 10 frame? 2. Who can help me count? Here we go. 1, 2. Super job. Now, what is this number? That's right, 6. Let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, you said it before I even got to it. That's right, it's 1. So how many dots? 1. All right. Now let's look and see if we can't put this one in order from least to greatest. Now remember, last time we did the numbers, we did it from greatest to least. That means we went from what? The biggest number to the smallest number. This time we're going to go from the smallest number to the biggest number. That's kind of like we're going from Baby Bear's chair to Papa Bear's chair. Okay? So let's see. Which number is the least in these numbers? I heard someone say 1. So I'm going to say, put my 1 first. I'm going to take down the 10 frame and put it over here. So now that's 1. What's going to be the next? So now look, we're just going to compare 2 and 6 now. Which one is the smallest or the least in here? That's right. It's going to be 2. So we don't have to move this one. So 2. And then that leaves 6. So now our numbers are in order from least to greatest. From least to greatest. 1, 2, 6. Super job, guys. Super job. Let's try. So let's order some sets using our pictures. And right here we have a picture that has sets of sports balls. We have basketballs, footballs, and baseballs. So we're going to order these sets. So what do we have to do first? That's right, we need to count them. So can you help me count them? We're going to count our basketballs first. So let's count our basketballs first. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 6 basketballs. So we're going to write our number 6. How many footballs do we have? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 4. So let's put our 4 there. And how many baseballs do we have? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8 baseballs. All right. So now we have 6, 4, and 8. And we need to compare those numbers so that we can order them. So what could we use to help us compare those numbers and figure out which one is the greatest and which one is the least? We could use a 10 frame. What else could we use? We could use a number line. That's right. Mrs. Thomas Moore is going to let us use a number line so we can look at those numbers and see those numbers going from 0 to 10. It can help us to put our numbers in order. So again, we're going to put these numbers in order from least to greatest. From least to greatest. So now when we compare those numbers and look at them and we're looking at them on the number line, which number do you think comes first because it's the least? 6, 4, or 8? Oh, good job. Looking at our number line, it would be 4. So we're going to put our 4 in that spot. What would be next? So now we're comparing our 6 and our 8. So we're comparing 6 and 8 now because we've already put the 4 in its place. So when we compare 6 and 8, looking at our number line, the 6 would be the next number because it's the least between the 6 and the 8. So we're going to put our 6 there. And since we don't have any more numbers that we're comparing, we'll put our 8. So now our numbers are in order from least to greatest. We have 4, 6, and 8. So let's look at our practice set. Our practice set is a sample of what you can do at home when you pull up the practice set. This is the first problem in it, so we're going to do it together. Now you can print off your practice set at home and do it, or if you're not able to print it off, that's okay because you can just write the numbers in order after you've counted them on the computer screen. So let's start with the first one. The first one has pictures of rainbows in it, and the directions say we're going to count and write the number for each set. So help me count how many rainbows we have in this first picture. Rainbows are so fun. They make you feel so warm inside. So let's count our rainbows. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there are 9 rainbows in that first picture. So let's put our number 9 there so we won't forget how many is there. So we're going to write our number 9 there. Let's count the next group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 5 in the next group, and we're going to put our 5 there. Hope you're counting nice and loud with me. Here we go for the third group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there are 8 in this group, so we're going to write our number 8. So now we need to write our numbers in order from greatest to least. Make sure that you pay attention to what the directions tell you so that you make sure that you're putting them in the order that it's asking you to. And for this one, it says greatest to least. So now, what can we do to put those numbers in order? What tools can we use? What resource can we use? We could use 10 frames if we have them. Or what else could we use? That's right, we can use our number line. So we're going to use our number line that's here to help us. So the first number we had is 9, the second number was 5, and the third number was 8. And we're going from greatest to least. So looking at our number line, how can we tell which one of those numbers would be greatest? Remember, it's the biggest number. So which one would it be? Oh, I hear everybody saying 9. So let's put our 9 on that first line. Then what's going to be the next number? Oh, you're getting great at this. That's right, it's 8. And then the last number would be 5. Exactly. So we have our numbers in order: 9, 8, and 5. Super job, everybody. You did great work. Wow, what a great job you guys did today. We did some great work with comparing and ordering number sets from greatest to least and least to greatest. You guys are well on your way to learning so much math and doing such great things. You're doing an awesome job. Hope you're staying safe. Can't wait to see you next time. Bye-bye.